Here again. Here again. Welcome back to Riley's World, man. Welcome back. We have a big game tomorrow, and that's what we're here to discuss. You know what I mean? It's a very important game. A lot of people don't take it at that, but guess what? You have to analyze the stats, you have to check the points, and you have to count the games. And when you do that, you will realize why I say this is a very important game. It's a very important game. You know, it's a game that if we win, will give us some leeway. It give us some space, give us some room to do certain things different, and all of them look at something there. So it is a game that we should be taking very, very serious. Um, Not saying that we should not rotate, but it's just a game that we should be taking serious because of what it means, or where would we be when we win it. With that being said, guys, as I said, welcome to the channel. You are watching Riley's World. You know we do it. We like to thank God first and foremost for health and strength. Thank God for life. Thank God for being there all the time. You know what I mean? So much persons did not get up this morning to be able to give thanks. But we did. So I always like to start off by just giving thanks to the Most High, the Creator, for guidance, for protection, for love, for everything. You know. Yes, guys. So Champions League, that's what it's about. There was some interesting results today. A lot of things going on in the Champions League today, man. Hold it. I'm gonna pull up the stats right now and let's see. Um so in the Champions League today we have man. Champions League, that is it right there. That is it, guys. That is it. So some interesting gameplay today. Some little gameplay today. Um Marseille played today. They beat Union 3-2. Marseille beat Union 3-2. Atalanta beat Chelsea 2-1. It was a game that Chelsea was in front. Chelsea was playing some Chelsea was holding them on. You know what I mean? But Atalanta was playing some good ball game. And I could see that Atalanta was going to turn this around because of what was going on in the game. You know? Chelsea scored first. So they actually came from behind to win the game. And it's a fantastic result for them. It's a good result for them. Barcelona had a scare, when Frankfurt scored, but Barcelona strong enough to hold on to this and maintain. Atletico Madrid run out 3-2 over PSV. Atletico team, y'all know Atletico team, battered by Arsenal. Atletico team is pretty much probably what? Over in Spain, like the third, fourth favorite, in the Spain competition over there. But Diego Simeone, y'all know Diego Simeone. He can manage, he can own his own. Monaco beat Galatasaray. That was a surprise one. That was a surprise one for me. Monaco beating Galatasaray. More surprising for me was Liverpool beating Inter. Liverpool get a soft penalty, and them end up beat Inter. Inter was playing the better ball game. You know what I mean? I watch along that game as well as with the Chelsea game and the Tottenham game. Speaking about the Tottenham game, I mentioned that those other two game was interesting, but I think Tottenham game was the most interesting out of all. Now, this is how Tottenham work out. So Tottenham scored 3 goals today. 3 goals. And you probably look at the scoreline and say, yo, Tottenham scored 3 goals. Man, they were good. They run out. They run over this team. Right? But Tottenham scored 3 goals. 2 were penalties. And 1 was a own goal. So pretty much Tottenham scored 2 goals. Yeah, and the other team score a own goal on themselves. That's what's up. You know what I mean? That's what went on today. Yeah. So that's the scenario with the Champions League today. That's what went down. Yeah, so it's Atalanta and Chelsea 2-1. Monaco 1, Galatasaray nil, and all of the goodies. Union 2, Marseille 3, PSV 2, Atletico Madrid 3, Barcelona 2, Frankfurt 1, Liverpool 1, Inter 0, and Tottenham 3, and Slavia nil. As I said, Tottenham game was very, very interesting because Tottenham end up 3-0 win, and they scored two penalties, and an own goal was scored in that game. Tomorrow we have some interesting games, guys. Interesting games. You know what I mean? Saying interesting, y'all know the team. Go. Arsenal playing tomorrow. With Arsenal playing tomorrow, they have a chance to all but secure their spot in the round of 16. So this is not a game that Arsenal should be taking lightly, guys. Not a game that they should be taking lightly at all. What do you mean by they have a spot of cementing their spot in the round of 16? Yes, they do actually. So Arsenal is now on 15 points. 15 points, top of the table. The team that's at the bottom of the eight is on 12 points. That team is Liverpool, right? When Arsenal wins tomorrow, Arsenal will go 18 points. So 5 and 3, that's 8. Remember now, Liverpool is on 12 points. When Liverpool play two more games, everybody have two more games to play. So with Liverpool playing two more games, Arsenal playing two more games, if Liverpool win both their game and Arsenal lose, Liverpool will be on 18 points. So Liverpool is the furthest team that can catch Arsenal. And that will figure out how it go after that. So Arsenal will be on 18 points. Liverpool will be on 12 points. If Liverpool win their two games and Arsenal lose their two games, then Liverpool end up on 18 points with Arsenal. So when Arsenal win tomorrow, they only have to draw one of the two final games to secure their spot in the run of 16. So that's why it's an interesting game for me, because this is my take. Find a way to win tomorrow. Make sure you do win tomorrow. And the last two games, you don't have to fight too hard, or beat up yourself too much, because you put yourself in a good position to see your way through this final two game. That's what I'm thinking. That's my thought on the whole scenario. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. Arsenal is plagued with injuries. You know what I mean? It's like it's an injury curse team. As soon as one player come forward, recover, another one gone back on the injury list. It's just been like that constant, constant, constant. You know? It's just been like that. News came out today. Gabriel Jesus was included in the Champions League team. And that is fine. That is good news. We need Gabriel Jesus. But it had to come at the cost of Max Dowman being excluded from the Champions League. And it's not just Max Dowman just being excluded because of exclusion purpose. Max Dowman is excluded from the Champions League team because of injury. Another injury again. 15-year-old Max Dowman injured. Barely, he ain't even start playing football yet. Injured. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so something is going on with Arsenal, guys, and this injury situation. It's like a plague, an unwanted plague. You know what I mean? Excuses. No, they are blaming injuries. No, my bro, we're not blaming anything. We're just summarizing what's going on at Arsenal. No excuse at all. Tell us what team you are, and I'll let you know that we're gonna beat you. And give you the date too. You know? No excuses, man. It is what it is. We have injuries. We've been having injuries, and we still be winning. And we still at top. We still top of the league. We're still top of the league. So we don't find excuses. We find results. That's what we do. We are the Arsenal. All right, my guy. Don't forget that. Yeah. So Max Dowman is now joined the injury list as a 15-year-old kid. So we wish him a speedy recovery. Wish him all the best. You know what I mean? It's probably sad for him. Well, he gets to go sit down now and do some schoolwork. Should be in school anyway. It should be in school anyway. Now he get to go really do some schoolwork and enjoy himself in school. Yeah. Gabriel Jesus, what does that mean for us? What does it mean to have Gabriel Jesus back in the squad? I mean, like the team been missing a striker like Gabby. You know, Gabby is that number nine that comes for the ball and then take it to you. He comes for the ball and then he take the game to you. That's the kind of number nine that Gabby is. And we've been missing Gabby like crazy. He's been out for 11 months. 11 months. That's a long time. That's a long time. As a professional footballer, all you do is play football. All you want to do is play football. You know what I mean? Even though you're getting paid for it. Okay, fine, but you want to play. To be injured for so long, you know what I mean? 10, 11 months. Gotta be frustrating. Gotta be frustrating. You see the boys going out day in, day out. You're watching them winning, celebrating. Yeah, you're celebrating too, but you know you wasn't really a part of it. You gotta be gutted, man. Gotta be frustration. And to see him finally back after so long. Finally back. It must be joy. I bet he can't wait to show everybody that he's back and what he can do. You know what I mean? He's been on a couple of bench. He's been on a couple of the benches, you know what I mean? Unused substitution. But nevertheless, to just be back in that uniform among the boys should be very, very exciting for him. And I know when he gets his chance, he's going to take it. I know he's going to take it. You know, because Gabby, he's been missing out. And he probably wants to prove to everybody that, yo, I'm back. I'm back. We have Victor. Victor Yakares. The struggle is real for Victor right now. You know what I mean? Not even just right now, since he came to the club. You know what I mean? It's been a hot and cold situation for Victor, mostly cold. You know, mostly cold. It's been really. I'm not even gonna lie. He's not been performing well. Not only him, you know. So the team has been winning for a while now, without players that are really performing or they're supposed to be performing. You understand? And I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing because we have a long season. Right now, Manchester City are 2 points behind us, and that's way too close for comfort. It's way, way too close for comfort. We never expected a Manchester City, or let's not say we never expected, we never wanted a Manchester City to be so close behind us because everybody know Pep. You know, Pep is a veteran in the business, man. Veteran. And I can tell you this much. Veteran don't run sprints. Veteran run marathon. You understand? Veteran run marathon. So they'll take their time. They'll take their time. But trust me, they're gonna be there at the end. And that's what Pep is doing. So because you know they're gonna be there at the end and their finish is gonna be strong, need to make sure. Need to make sure that you're at some distance off. So no matter how strong they finish, they won't catch you. That's what we wanted. We don't have that cushion now. We don't have it. It's just 2 points. That's like a loss and a win for them, and they're above us. And then the whole football fraternity will be laughing, because that's a dream for everybody right now. You know, Arsenal fans are way too hype right now, and they can't deal with that. They can't deal with that. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. We are taking on Club Rouge tomorrow in the UEFA Champions League. As I said, it's a must win game for us. It's a game that we must win in order to settle. the dust in order to settle. It's a all but guarantee Champions League spot. And if you're all but guarantee your Champions League spot, then all you need to do is just draw another game, and then you'll be able to rest players better. We don't have to maintain this 100% record if we qualify for the round of 16, because that's what is important, making the qualification round. We won against Inter in the San Siro. Well, I'm not really worried about beating Inter, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a tough game, but that's what I'm saying. So if we win this game tomorrow, when we win this game tomorrow, it's better for us. It's better for us going there, because when we do that, we know that we don't have to win. A draw and qualification is a must. So all we really need from the last three games is one win and a draw, and we will be fine. We will be fine, and then we'll be able to rest some players. Resting some players is key, because our players are dropping like flies right now. So resting some players is key. We play strong against Inter, make sure we get that point, and then we rest some players for the last game. Let me know in the comment what you guys think. Let me know in the comment what you guys think, if that makes sense. Right? So, as I said, there's a lot going on with injuries. So it's very important to choose the team wisely that plays. Bear in mind, our weekend game is against Wolves. Wolves not doing well right now. They're the bottom of the league. Bottom, rock, bottom. Wolf is so concrete at the bottom, it seems like relegation can't miss them. It just seems like relegation can't miss them. That's how stable they are down there. So it's a situation where we now have a little bit of room to manipulate. Let's use that word. Manipulate the players that we use and the games that we play. The game tomorrow, we can manipulate it. The game against Wolves, we can manipulate it. So we can have some fresh players going forward, going after that. I think after Wolves we have Everton. Let me check and see. Let me check and see. Uh, Pulling up this stats right now, guys. Let me check and see. So matches. Wolves, yes. After Wolves, we have Everton, right? So if we manage to rest some players for tomorrow game and Wolf game, we will be very strong going into Everton game, right? After Everton, we have Crystal Palace, which is in the Carabao Cup. That's not a game that we want to lose either, because we need silverwares. We need silverwares, and we're hoping that the Carabao Cup is the first silverware we collect of many this season. You know, it's a trophy that we're taking serious, because, as I said, we need silverwares without a shadow of a doubt. So we need to beat Crystal Palace and move forward, and then we have Brighton. Brighton, everybody know Brighton is not a joke team. Brighton is not a joke team. Brighton can surprise persons at any given time. That's just how Brighton is. Then we have Aston Villa, that return match. The one that I'm really looking forward to. Aston Villa. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that, because I didn't like that defeat. You can't beat somebody like that. You're wrong for that. So we have a lot of games, very important games. I mean, like games that we should be winning, right? But it's also games that it's gonna be some fight. And we need to make sure that we have the right players to fight. We have to have the right players to fight, right? So resting players is going to be a very, very much key to what's going on, right? So what are the players that we carry? This is the important part of the whole situation. Which players we carry and which players we don't. The first player that probably on everybody's lips not to take is Declan Rice. And it's a sign of relief that everybody can acknowledge and say, yeah, okay, Rice is not going to be there. The coach says so himself. He didn't even travel. He did not even travel. So he's not going to be there. So that's very good. Good news. Very, very good news. Another player that you like to get some rest, right? Saka. Saka need to get some rest. Saka play every game almost. Every game he played and almost every single minute of every game. So he too needs to get some rest. Um, we have Madweke fit and ready. Can come in for him, right? Um, Leo is still out, so it's not a situation that we have to worry about him being there. He still he picked up another knock, so hard to say. I don't know if it's after, excuse me, I don't know if it's after he scored that goal. He picked up because he went off. He picked up another knock. He said Saliba is not ready. We're going to read the press conference in a second. We're going to go through the press conference and we will see what Arteta said about all these signings. Um, Let me go. Mm. So we have the press conference right here. Right here, guys. So let's go through the press conference and hear what the boss has to say. Mikel Arteta says that Gabriel Jesus has returned to fitness ahead of schedule after being out since the start of the year with an ACL injury. The Brazilian forward has been ruled out since going off injury against Manchester United back in January, but returned to the squad for our Premier League draw with Chelsea late last month. Albeit it without making it on the pitch. So he didn't feature. You know what I mean? But just have him back is a plus. First of all, Max, unfortunately, this is Arteta speaking, guys. This is Arteta speaking. First of all, with Max, unfortunately, he picked up an injury last weekend and he had to come off. The manager explained at the press conference. So he did some scans and he's going to be out for weeks. And then we have the situation of Gabby Jesus, who we were expecting to be training with us by the end of December. Gabby has been pushing every single day and keep telling everybody I am going to be early, 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 and he has done it. So pretty much he's saying that Gabby was not. Congratulations to Inter. Yeah, congratulations to Inter. Gabby was not in the squad, in the Champions League squad. Reese, big up yourself, Reese. Gabby was not in the Champions League squad because they did not expect him to be back this early and he's pushed himself. So thanks to his work and all the work that the medical staff has done all these months, and we had to possibility to make a swap there, and we have done it. Yes, one side you see Max and the situation, and the other side you see the joy and how happy Gabby is to be back in the Champions League. Gotta be delighted, man. Gotta be delighted. Max said, "Yeah, man, peace and blessing. That is it. That is it. Big up yourself." It's an undone injury, Arteta asked. It's just part of the journey. At some point when you play at the level when you play in the position that he plays, the manner that he plays, it was going to happen and it happened. Okay, it's not ideal. It will be a matter of weeks. It could have been worse. Learn from it and use time now to continue improving in his education. So pretty much I tell the man to go back to school. Go on in a school, go take up your book. In everything related to professional football, his habits, the way he needs to develop his physicality and his understanding of the game. Sometimes when you're away from the game, you say, I cannot really live without it, and how important it is. So use those moments as well to get a reflection of where you are as well. And if you are better, of course, go forward. That's Mikel Arteta and Gabby. Um, the manager also provided an update on the other players who have not made the trip to Belgium. Declan Rice, William Saliba, and Trossard. So these players did not go to Belgium, according to reports. Declan Rice was ill. He was quite sick after the game and he hasn't traveled with us. William is still not available, and Leo again, he picked up another knock in an area where they had the issue, and I don't expect that it's going to be long. But unfortunately, he cannot be here. That's a short press conference, I think. Oh, Everword. So this is what I'm looking for. Yes, this is the one I'm looking for. So they were asking how it is to have a game soon after. Absolutely, especially when you play a competition like the Champions League and how much we want to continue to do the job. Guys, I ain't gonna lie. Because I started that one so much, I think this one is just kind of all over the place. I need to find the bearings on it. Okay, so I can start from here. Let's start on Club Brugge having a new manager. It's absolutely, you look at all the games. So pretty much he's saying, yo, Club Brugge have a new manager, so them prepared and them might do them thing for the manager that's there already. And then they get the information that he was fired and a new manager was hired. They don't they have to find out about him. They don't know his style of play. They don't know what he's about. They don't know if he's an attacking player, if a defense. They don't know nothing. They don't. And they have to find out and do it.